player who wanted to learn how to play jazz, the big challenging thing for me, the thing that seemed especially hard, was playing through changes and what to do over changes and how to make my way through changes. And so you figure out what are the scales that are supposed to fit certain chords, and you try to learn the notes of the chord, the arpeggios, and see where different voicings are on the neck. But fitting it together and making it sound melodic at first is challenging when you're not just playing pentatonic and stuff based around sort of one key center like you do in blues or in rock and roll and stuff like that. And something that really helped me a lot is these kind of neat patterns that you can play through arpeggios, and you're playing with the arpeggio of the straight triad, not a seventh arpeggio or a major seventh arpeggio or stuff like that, but just the straight triad. In this case, I'm playing in C, so 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So that's the root, which is C, the third, which is E, the fifth, which is G, and then you repeat that again, C, E, G, C. So that's the C major triad. Now these cool exercises, or patterns, or whatever you want to call them, which are basically little melodies, little motifs that ride through those arpeggios, are all based on approaching each note of the arpeggio from either a half step below, so chromatically from below, like if you were just sliding up one fret to the note, or approaching it from one scale tone above. So here we're in C major, so it's easy to know which note it is because there's no accidentals in C. So the scale tone above C is D, scale tone above E is F, and the scale tone above G is A. So in two cases it's a whole tone above, G, A being a whole tone above G, and D being a whole tone above C, except the third, the scale tone above, is only a half step above. But it doesn't matter because it's the scale tone above or the half step below. So the first one, the most basic one, is simply approaching each one from a half step below. So we'll take that twice up the up 2 octaves of the C major arpeggio. So if you want to approach each note by a half step, it's like if you slide into each note by one fret. So except instead of sliding, I'll pick each one and fret each one. So and you could go down too. Now, you may have noticed that I did it once where the chord tone was on the beat, and another time where the chord tone was off the beat, and they each have their own different swing to them. So on the beat is, if you want the chord tones on the beat, then the first note, being the half step below, has to be on the upbeat just before that first beat. So 3, 4, 3, 4. Or it can sound cool to have the chromatic approach note on the beat, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4.